guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hello, my name is Megan. Today I'm going to do my January 2021 budget with me. I love watching these kinds of videos, so what I'm going to do today is take you through my whole monthly budget setup, and then I will finish my budget with you guys. So first off, we have a calendar from printacalendar.com. I love to write in my income and my bills just to show myself like what income needs to pay what bills at what time. So it also helps with not missing anything or being late with any bills. I think it's absolutely necessary to have a calendar in your budget. Next, we're moving on to my budget sheets. These are from my Etsy shop. It's called BudgetQueenShop, so go check it out if you're interested. They are just cheap PDF printables that you can print off from the comfort of your own home, and you have them for a lifetime. So they're super affordable and great for a budget that is simplified. So right here I have my daily spending tracker. I have one for every bi-weekly budget. If I need a third one, I'll just grab from my extra pages section. What I just do when I print them off is I print like 5 to 10 of them at a time, so I don't have to go back every month to print them off. Next, I have my weekly spending tracker. This is definitely crucial to my budget in taking my weekly chunks and seeing how I'm doing on a weekly basis, opposed to bi-weekly or monthly. It's just a great weekly check-in. It puts into perspective how much you're spending and how much you have remaining going into the next month. It's definitely helpful. Next, I have my sheet for my biweekly budget number 1 and number 2. I have these sheets in template number 1 and 2. The first one has the categories all written out for you on my Etsy shop, and the second template is this one, which has the blank headers, so you can just add whatever categories you want into here. So biweekly budget number 1 and number 2, and then we have our monthly budget, which we are going to work on today, as well as the calendar. So we'll just go back to the calendar. So I just zoomed you guys in a little bit. I'm going to write in all my bills and income. I'm going to speed up this part and put music on it so you guys don't get super bored in the real time. So yeah, enjoy, and I'll see you guys back in a minute. I am definitely not liking the lighting today. It's sunny, but the clouds keep dipping in and out, so it's making my page look blue. Sorry if it's bugging you as much as it's bugging me. But here is my monthly budget for my calendar. My husband gets paid every Friday, and I get paid on the 15th and the 31st of every month. The 31st being on a Sunday. I get paid on the 29th, so it's actually kind of convenient that we get paid every Friday. And then my child tax benefit comes out on the 20th. If you don't know what that means, I live in British Columbia, Canada, and every month I get a check from the government to support my kids. Everybody gets it, every family gets it. So it's dependent on your relationship status, your income, and how many kids you have. So anyways, we have my husband. He gets to pay Jeep, rent, babysitter, and electric. Every time my husband gets paid, $500 comes out for rent. And at the end of the month, on the 31st or the 1st, I usually do it early, I send that $1,000 to my landlord. It just helps so that this last paycheck of the month, $1,000 isn't going to be taken out all of a sudden. And then I get paid, since I am actually now salary and I make almost as much as my husband, it is nice that I can contribute to the bills just as much as he does. Mine kind of falls in between his paychecks, so I get to pay the gas, babysitter, car insurance, Beachbody, and iTunes. So we have two separate bank accounts, but all of the money goes into my account except for what he needs to pay for his bills. And then he uses my card, like he takes my card around. We don't have a joint account just because of COVID. We can't go into the bank for a bank appointment yet to just get one account. So that is just the circumstances right now. And then for my husband's next paycheck, he has, again, Jeep and rent to pay, babysitter. I say that he gets to pay it, but it's really just us having to pay it. It's just his check. Cell phones, I don't know how much that's going to be because of our new phones. I haven't got a bill yet for that, so I'm guessing around $240. It's crazy, the prices for new phones in Canada. I would have just stuck to my iPhone 8, except where I do film YouTube videos, as you know, so I want to have a decent phone or a really good phone, so that's why I upgraded to the iPhone 12 Pro, or else I wouldn't have done it at all, because I am definitely cheap and don't use my phone for anything else other than YouTube and contacting my family, and that's about it. Anyways, iTunes, $4.19 for storage. Then when I get paid, I get to pay the babysitters. My US credit card is now a minimum of $700. That is just my minimum payment of like $80 plus all of my debt snowball amounts. I did just pay off a credit card, and I was paying $400 a month on that credit card, and I pay a minimum of $300 on this credit card. So altogether, $700 for a minimum payment, no matter what, on that credit card a month. And then all just the extra, like my YouTube money on the 20th, which I don't budget for because all of it goes to debt. All my Etsy money, all of the things that I make on social media goes right to my debt. So thank you guys so much for supporting me and my family of becoming debt free, which we almost are. We have under $5,000 now of debt to pay off, and that is it. Well, credit card debt. We still have our Jeep to pay, but that's another story. Anyways, bank fees. My husband and I do have two bank accounts, and we have to pay bank fees. It's just what we do in the meantime while we are wanting to get a joint bank account. That's just what we pay, and I want to be able to walk into my bank and talk to a teller personally. That's why I don't use like Tangerine or any online banks, just because of that. And then I have preschool to pay for now, so that is that. All right, next I have my monthly that we just did, monthly view, and my monthly budget sheet right here. Again, sorry that the lighting is super weird. My phone is not liking it. And sorry if the table shakes a lot when I write. This little table that I'm using absolutely sucks, so sorry about that. So yeah, our monthly budget is January. I'm just gonna put Jan, and then from the 8th of the month to February 4th. So that's just a good timeline so I can see. I did put a star here and a star here to represent when the start and the end of the budget is. At the very top, I like to write in my income. Oh, I hate this little table that I'm writing on. Usually I'm in my bedroom writing on my desk, but the lighting is 10 times as worse in there as it is in here. So sorry again for the weird filming setup right now. And then my child tax benefit. Like I just had said, I don't budget in for any YouTube or Etsy because I don't know what I'm going to make each month. So I just leave it blank, and then what I actually make, I'll just write down there. So my husband, I always budget the lowest that he will make is $1,500 biweekly budget, so $3,000 a month. For me, I know I make around $1,300 every biweekly budget now. I just want to be on the safe side. I did take a sick day, and then I wasn't paid for Christmas because to get stat holiday pays while you're on salary, I have to be there at least 1 month, and I wasn't at that time. I did get paid for the stat day for New Year's, so I'm expecting to have a couple of days unpaid. So I will see on my next check if that comes out. But for now, I'm just going to keep it at $1,200, budget for $2,400, so that's that. Next, for my child tax benefit, I make around $790 a month. Again, that's just what the government projects that I make. I don't set that amount. It's just what it is. So altogether, we are expecting $6,190 for the month of January for income, which is very amazing. I'm excited to be back to work making actual money. It feels really nice, and to get this debt paid off feels amazing. So next we will go to bills. We can see this all on our previous page that we just did. It's super nice to have. Jeep, I pay twice a month, so I'm just going to put ×2. Rent ×2 as well. I grouped these all together, so sorry. $534.66 and $1,000 for rent, but $500 every biweekly budget. Next we have electric. I just kind of went in order of the bills that I wrote down. It's due on the 11th, and that's $181. And then gas. I have gas heating in my house. If it's not gas for the car, so I just don't want to get you guys confused. $49 for that. Next we have car insurance, 18th, and that's $89. My husband has a little crappy car that he runs back and forth to work. That's why the car insurance is so cheap in BC. Usually for newer cars and a lot more insurance, it is very expensive, as you'll see for my Jeep payment, which I don't actually have on here because it's due on the 7th, so it's going to miss. I pay about $180 for Jeep insurance, which is absolutely crazy. Beachbody, this is a workout program. I pay $20.11 a month. iTunes, that's my husband's iTunes. It's due on the 20th as well, and that is $11.19. That's his Apple Music that he pays for. Again, this is Jeep and Rent. I already have that. Now we will write in the babysitter. The babysitter I project with $150 each week there, and then $62.50 for those 2 weeks. I'm going to pay this ×4. It's going to be around $425. I pay out of pocket right now to have a private babysitter because I have no daycares in town that will take my daughter who is under the age of 2.5. It's just legal licensing restrictions. I did work at a daycare before the insurance office, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. So it sucks. I'm going to pay out of pocket, but she's really amazing and it feels like family. I'm just happy to have somebody that looks after my kids like their own. So that's that. I would not be able to have my job right now if I didn't pay a private babysitter, which absolutely sucks, but it is what it is. Cell phones due on the 25th. Oh, there goes the lighting again. I hate when it's sunny out. 240-ish, I don't know exactly. iTunes for myself, again on the 25th, that is $419. Then we have bank fees. I do my debt in a different section, so the credit card will be in a different section. 31st and $29.90. And then preschool is due on the 1st of February at $59.48. So altogether, that is a total of $2,643.53. So pretty expensive for the month. That is over a third of our income, but bills need to be paid to have a roof over our heads and for us to go to work. So that is that. We can't get around that, and nobody can. So anyways, let's go to expenses. This video is getting a little long, so I'm going to try to go a little bit quicker. I always forget, like I just ramble and ramble. There's so much to talk about when it comes to budgets, so I always go slower in these videos, and then they end up being, 25 minutes, half an hour. So sorry guys, kids. So I have my categories for expenses as groceries, gas, eating out, my husband's spending, my spending, kids, household, and other. This is like a miscellaneous catch-all category for things that just pop up. So I do $200 a week for groceries. That's just what works for my family. So $800 for the month. That is on the low end for us because usually we spend about $1,000. We don't eat out much, so that's why our budget's so high for groceries. I'm budgeting a total of $400 for gas. Like I said, the babysitter lives 15 minutes out of town. I have to drive there twice a day. So a lot for gas. My husband drives 15 minutes out of town for his work as well. And then running around town and whatnot. So 400, hopefully less. Eating out, we like to have fast food every Friday, simple meals. It adds up to about $30. And then I'm budgeting $10 a week for miscellaneous like hot drinks or little snacks here and there as I'm running around on my lunch breaks now. For my son's preschool, I'm running around, so I want to treat myself to a coffee every once in a while, so that's that. $50 for allowances. I don't know what's going to come up, but I'm just allowing us to have a little bit for fun or little snacks. Again, it doesn't matter. $160 for kids. We're still buying formula, a little bit less of formula. My daughter's 1.5 years. She's just a little bit little, so and she prefers it actually. Diapers and then wipes. And then for household, we have 100. We are spring cleaning, well, winter cleaning, just getting the house organized again, so lots of stuff there. And then $50 for other, just because last month we didn't use as much other money as I thought. So $1,770. It seems like a lot, but it really isn't when you break it up into categories. And I'm allowing a little bit more for allowances and a lot more for eating out than usual. So that's that. Anyways, let's continue with this. So we have debt. We are just down to that last credit card. So my US credit card, I do a minimum of $700 on that credit card no matter what. And then we have the snowball. This is where the amounts get kind of funny. $276.47, so a total of $976.47, and that does not include YouTube or Etsy. I throw all of that to debt, so that'll be a lot more. I'll just put that in the actual section when it comes up. The miscellaneous section, I do want to have a little bit of more in savings just because tax time is coming up. I did receive a lot of that CERB money from the government for COVID-19 coverage. I just want to make sure our butts are covered. I think I have around $2,600 in savings right now for the tax time, but I'm just afraid that it's not going to be enough. Anything that we don't use from that tax money, if we do have over the amount, I'm just going to put it to our wedding because we're paying cash for our wedding. Our wedding is in October, so I do want to start savings. I do have to buy my dress soon, so I just want to save around $300 this month for that. So altogether, that's going to be $800 for miscellaneous stuff. Next, I do my totals at the bottom here. This is just a good glance of like how much of each category you are spending. Sorry that I'm shaking the table again. Debt. Miscellaneous, so $6,190 for income, $2,643.53 for bills, $1,770 for expenses, $976.47 for debt, and then $800 for miscellaneous. So a zero-based budget is what I like to see. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I'm sorry again for all of the lighting and you know, the dingy looking pages. This lighting, it sucks to film in when it's sunny. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
If you're walking